Like, it's not that serious. It's gonna be fine.
Guess where we are, guys. You want to take a guess of where we are?
Noose Sports Shop.
Dang, she spoiled it for the Vlog Nation. That's right. We're at Noose Sports Shop, not the Noose that you guys are thinking. The Noose is a river here. When you say you're hanging by the Noose, that means you're chilling by the river. So this is Noose Sports Shop. It's a real special place to me. It's where all the redneck bubbas and their boats come by to go and gear up on their fishing stuff. But also for these ladies, they have a little gift shop there. And you can get all sorts of knickknacks and gizmos there. So let's go check it out. All right, guys, this is Noose Sports Shop. It's a fishing hotspot. Look at all the weights and stuff. People always say, oh, Bass Pro Shops at Walmart have all the fishing I need. That's because they've never been to Noose Sports Shop. Here we are. We're looking for some jig heads. Let's go find them. Look, I got these as well. I think that'll be nice in the river. Here we go. We got the value pack of jig heads. What color do we want? I like white. But I don't think they got white in the... Oh, I think they do got... That's a bit too heavy for Sam. 1/4 ounce. I think this will work. Yeah, it should work. Let's check out the other jig heads. Oh, those guys are freaking expensive. That's a value pack there. What the? $7? It's crazy. Backwater candy. Backwater candy's freaking expensive. Look, they got a whole wall of weights here. They even got the real heavy lead for you guys. That's for the boat fishermen. They got the big deep sea rods as well. This place don't do freshwater. It's only ocean stuff. Look, they got the stuff for swordfish and whatnot, and mahi and dolphin and sharks. Shark is big fishing down here. And they got the zoom flukes and the worms and stuff. You could use those in freshwater, but they also work in saltwater fishing. They got spooks. Zara spooks, my friends swear by those. All sorts of whatnots. Soft plastics, one of my favorites. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all in a minute. So after talking to one of the locals, they told me to get a poppin' cork and some shrimp. They're telling me live shrimp is doing real good right now, but we'll try the poppin' cork. It seems cheap-esque. It's like a little bobber doohickey and whatnot. All right, that's all I need fishing-wise. I guess I'm just gonna go to the old gift shop and see what's going on with the Mima and the Grandma. That's what they call them, I guess. Guys, this is the gift shop here. This is where all the people who don't like fishing and outdoors and stuff, this is where they do their shopping. I got jewelry, shirts, jackets, other stuff, scents, furniture, I guess, glasses, all sorts of whatnots and have-yous, and it's nice, it's pretty, I suppose. Soap. I know a few people I go to school with who need that soap. Guys, can you believe they got a fire going inside the store? That's so crazy. It's hot, like what? Yeah, that burned me, guys. That's a hot fire, dude. Look, they got the chairs so close. I'm surprised they haven't lit on fire. That's crazy. Look there, guys. They got a whole hunting section back there with rifles and whatnot. I'm here lost in the clothing aisle. They got a lot of clothes here. Look at there. That's the Fish Hippie Company. Never heard of that. They got all sorts of clothes. Guys, look at these two foraging for t-shirts. Those are going to my host family in Germany, guys. Getting them the real Noose special. That's right. Just figured I'd tell you guys, we're not sponsored by Noose Sports Shop. I can't deal with any legal trouble on this channel. But this place is just super cool. It's kind of a local thing to North Carolina, I guess. Especially this area. It's just cool. Check it out. It's like a local Bass Pro Shops, but a little more stupid. Probably because I'm here, but whatever. Guys, look, they even got cards for local businesses and fishing tournaments on that board. So we're leaving the shop now, checking out the local area. They got the little boat things, and look, the like handicap areas in the parking lots are all little fish. Isn't that interesting? Back at it again, out on the Great White Oak River. Look at the sun rays coming through the clouds. One day, me and my grandpa were sitting inside the house eating dinner together, watching the sunset. We were eating soup, and we were watching the sunset, and he once told me that. He said, "Sam, I don't know how people can say that there's no God when there is, you know, views like this." I don't know, that resonated with me. I mean, I'm not trying to push any religious message or real anything. I'm not trying to sound preachy or whatnot, but I thought that was just, I mean, he's right, it is beautiful out here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pop. Happy birthday to you. Alright guys, take a look here. We've arrived at Pasty Pond Nature Trail. This is in the old longleaf parts of North Carolina. It's a birding trail. Let's go check it out, guys. A little background. These longleafs have been here since the dawn of time. Swear that to you. Some of these trees date back 500, 600 years, way back to the colonial times. Speaking of the colonial times, these trees were vital to England's control over North Carolina because they were used for turpentine and their wood, which was great for shipbuilding. So most of England's navy was built upon the backs of the longleaf pine. Now as we look here, it is actually a sinkhole, fun fact. It's probably been filled with rainwater and plants and the such. We're just gonna hike along, see where the trail takes us, and go into the pines. I'll update y'all if we see anything cool. There's a big notice out for snakes and stuff, so we'll keep an eye out. Let's check it out, guys. This is some of the trails my ancestors followed years and years ago when my family landed here from Scotland in the 1700s. But now I'm revisiting them, checking it out. So a little bit of lore behind the longleaf pine and the forest that it occupies, seen here. The longleaf pine actually relies on fire to grow. It kills out the underbrush and leaves just the pine tree. Now I suppose you're asking, well, how do the animals survive? Well, oftentimes they'll burrow underground with gopher tortoises and snakes. But sometimes the birds and other animals that can climb, they'll go up the trees. They'll escape the fire through that. Fires are typically quick and short-lasted. No sense. You can always see when they're doing a controlled fire because the entire sky will look black almost. But it's not a bad fire like the ones in Canada and in California. This is a good fire. These forests are built upon fire. All of this stuff here is very flammable. And when the fire's gone and the smoke and stuff is cleared away, the plants come back tenfold, even stronger and better. It's so wonderful to look at. But it looks like we're at an impasse here. Do we go to the orange and the green? Do we take the blue? No, I think I'm in the mood for some blue. It seems to go further and deeper into the forest and away from the highway there. So let's go down over this way and see what we can find. Now back home in Florida, we actually do have a few longleaf forests dotted about. You may have seen a few hiking through by the Econ and stuff. They're a bit less common down in Florida, but they are mainly prevalent in the Carolinas, Georgia, and Alabama. In fact, it's Alabama's state tree. Now, some people say that it's North Carolina's state tree. That's simply not true. North Carolina has dedicated their state tree to the pine, which that could be a whole various different types of pines and whatnots. I believe, don't quote me on this, but there's about 7,000 pines out there. Although most people believe it's referring to the great and mighty longleaf pine, which has shaped this state's history, culture, and its, well, of course, nature and geography and such. But hey, it's up to your own interpretation. Well, by the looks of things, I think that's where this trail gets its name, the Pasty Pond. There's a lot of different forks in the road, various different routes to go. So I'm really just going whichever way feels right. Although really when hiking, there is no right direction. It's solely up to you where you want to go. And that's one of the beauties of it. You're not restricted by much. Just by your own mind, really. That's, I suppose, all that can constrict you. So take a look at that interesting tree. It's bent, fallen over and the such. Looks like it didn't last in a fire. There's evidence of fire all around here, which that means this forest is relatively well preserved and well checked. That's good stuff. I know the Department of Forest Service here in North Carolina does do controlled burns quite a bit. Especially when I lived up here, you would definitely know when they're doing a controlled burn. I remember coming home from the school bus from the middle school at Broad Creek. I went there for about 3 months before COVID started. And the school bus home would take like 3 hours. It was insane. Even though the actual the car ride would have just been like 15 minutes. But the school bus took 3 hours because we had that many stops. I was one of the last stops as well. Back to the story anyways. I remember riding home one day and looking out the window, seeing just a massive cloud of smoke coming from one of the longleaf forests. And geez, it almost looked apocalyptic, but they were doing a controlled burn and stuff. So anyways, looky here. I think we've arrived at Pasty Pond, Pasty Lake. It's very pretty, surrounded by a bunch of longleaf. I think we'll just patrol the bank, check it out. Geez, this is a big pond in Florida. This would be a lake. Wonder if it's man-made or not. It seems shallow. Look, you can see the bottom right there. Wonder if there's any good swimming here either. Let's wet our hands, see if, oh, that's warm water. That is warm. Maybe that's because it's so shallow here. It's kind of baking up in the sun. There's a lot of lily pads. Who knows if they're native or not. A lot of the lily pads you see in Florida are invasive from Asia and stuff, taken over as decorations. Hopefully there's not many invasive species out here. Well, hopefully there's none. Ooh, it looks like there's a muddy area. Get back more towards the grass. Yeah, Florida sadly has a bunch of invasive species, like ranging from the lionfish to vines that just eat up all the local trees. Oh, look here, guys, we found some flowers. Nice yellows, purples. Look at this one here. So silly. It's beautiful. And the smell, let me tell you, it's holy cow. The smell of pine and the grasses and stuff, it really just melts my heart. The sound of the birds. I don't know what they're singing about, but it's probably songs of joy that they get to live in such a gorgeous and fine place. Although it also could be a song of sorrow that, I can still hear the interstate highway. I'm sure they can too. But a lot of their homes and stuff are being developed, turned into housing developments. Oh, look at here. You think as a gopher tortoise tunnel. Oh, it might have been. It could be where the runoff from the forest comes. Kind of made that little sand feature. It looks like up here we're gonna have a creek. Yeah, I think that's where the runoff from the forest comes. You know, I've been saying this for years and writing it down in my journals countlessly. If I am ever to die, which we all will eventually, I'd like to be cremated on the shores of the Yukon River. And then I'd like 50% of my ashes to go into the, I don't know, the ground or the fertilizer or whatnot, to a longleaf pine that shall be planted wherever I find my place of resting to be. And then I'd like the other 50% of my ashes to be divided in half to two 25%. One of those being spread across the White Oak River, and the other being left for the Yukon. So guys, a little background on why the long leaf has such paper-like bark, which actually it was used by paper for a lot of early settlers and Native Americans. But it has this so paper-thin bark so that when a fire does start, which it inevitably, holy cow, that's a hard word, which it inevitably will, whether that be from lightning strike, man-made, or whatnot. And the paper bark acts almost a bit like a shield from the fire, burning off bits that aren't necessary but not actually harming the actual tree itself. So that's why its bark is such a paper-like consistency, and why most of the time you see it charred like this. Now here we can actually get a pretty accurate depiction of how high the fires go. It's not too high. I mean, if I stand here, I get to about there, and I'm about like 1 meter and 70 inches, or 70 centimeters, sorry. And for my American viewers, that is I'm 5'11", almost technically 5'10", but we can round it up, guys. See, the fires don't go real tall. Yeah, I don't know how to end this portion or segue it into something else. Let's just open our eyes and walk into the forest, shall we? Alright guys, this tree just whispered to me. He said I probably shouldn't go any further and I should turn around. That doesn't mean we're leaving the trail, it just means we're saying goodbye to this one section. Now I would like to give you all a little bit of a Backwoods Sam's forest tip. Never be stationary while in the woods, or else just like me, you're gonna get one big fire ant all over your legs and stuff. Holy cow, my legs are crusty as hell. You're gonna get one big old fire ant that's gonna be real angry at you and snap and bite at you if you're too stationary. So always keep them legs moving, you know? You guys know. guys, look. This tree here had a big chunk taken out of it. Who knows what from? Maybe lightning because it's so charred. And all of the sap is oozing out like blood. There's still some oozing out now. Oh, it's so resinous and thick. No wonder this was used to make turpentine and stuff. Wonder what it tastes like. Wow. It's distinctively that pine flavored. Oh, it's very sticky though. Stuck in my teeth. Tastes a lot like gum. I hope I didn't damage my teeth by eating this. Hopefully it's not crusted on there. It's very gummy. Very sticky. But yeah, it definitely does have that distinct pine flavor. It's kind of fruity. Not gay fruity. Please stop calling me gay in the comments. But yeah, it's real nice. Look at that one. That one's huge. I think we're getting to the start of the trail again, which isn't too good because I still got quite a few hours out here. Maybe we'll go this way. I haven't gone this way yet. Go see what's down here. As we can see in this tree here, with a bunch of holes poked through it, it looks almost like Swiss cheese. These trees serve as home for many birds that are endangered and threatened. I don't know their exact names. This is the point where I'd give you their exact names. But I know a lot of woodpeckers and other types of birds, they forage for food inside the tree. That's where they also live and shelter from fires, storms, hurricanes, and people. Alright, y'all, the sun is setting. We're on the trail back, going back into civilization. It's time to put on our mask and put on a show. This is the place where we're not ourselves. Civilization, that is. But back there, it brings out who you are, the simplicity of it all. It shows you and it shows the world what the real version of you looks like. And the best of us can take it from the forest and out back onto there. So here we are. There's Bob's sinkhole. That's what they call it. Who knows who Bob is? I'm sure there's some lore behind there. But look at there. There's a reflection of the pine trees in the water. If that's not pretty. No, that is pretty. Alright guys, it's a new day. We're back out on the road. These two goobers, they insist on going shopping. Whatever that means. I thought we went shopping already, but they say, it's not real shopping. You need stuff, you need to do it again. So we're on the main road. We're going down to Morehead City. Fun fact, that's where I was born, guys. I was born in the hospital there. She worked there too. We're gonna go down, we're gonna check out the stores. They promised me something to eat as compensation, so you know, that's enough for me. We're gonna see what we see on the road. If I remember correctly, down this road is where the high school is and where I used to go to middle school. So we'll check it out. We'll see what happens. I know up here, we're about to pass the trail I was on yesterday. You all should see footage of that. Well, should have seen footage of that before this. That was a real nice trail. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Alright guys, if we direct our attention out the car window, this is where we were hiking yesterday. Take a look, guys. That's all where we were. It's beautiful, isn't it? Guys, I think the Germans have started their invasion of corporate America because I'm going into the Lidl in Morehead City? That's crazy. I thought this was just a Germany thing. Look at there. It says hello, Morehead City. That's crazy. They got a Lidl app too. Not sponsored by Lidl, by the way. I just want to see if they got the bread cutting machine. That's what I'm... They got like chocolate vanilla twist. Do they have... They do have the German bread cutting machine. That's so cool. We don't have those in most American stores, but I guess Lidl's different. Let's check it out. Farm fresh nutritious value. Peanut butter. All sorts. Holy cow. Replenish. That's what that sign says. I guess we're in the cereal and snacks aisle. They still got all the American cereals and stuff. Frosted shredded wheat. That looks kind of disgusting. Although I'm not a cereal kind of guy. Look at there. This is the frozen aisle. Wonder if they got like a deli here. No, I don't reckon they do. Well, they do got a whole beer section. That's very German. Here they got school supplies and whatnot. What the heck are those? Clogs. Lidl Crocs. That's insane. I'm trying to get Lidl Crocs. Got all the stuff for back to school. That's right. Summer's coming to an end. What's over here? They got small little sandals. Jeans. Lidl jeans. That's insane. Tic-tac-toe. I actually had one of those when I was little. Kind of sucked. Clocks. If you want a $3.99 wall clock. That'd actually be funny to get. Alright guys, I think I'm going to get a croissant and then ship out. There don't seem to be much else to look at, and I'm kind of on a time crunch because my mom was like, you better get back here quickly. You're not spending all day in the Lidl. Where they got the schmeat and the beef. That's crazy. The seafood market. There's a rice aisle. They got Uncle Ben's Classic. That stuff is slaps, but it's very expensive. Like you can get a box of Publix rice, just white rice, for like $1. But Uncle Ben's marks it up to like $2. Got a little rice packet, or not rice? Yeah. I'm talking about rice. Little raisin packets. Here's the produce. We got produce here. Alright, let's go get some bread. Bakery bags. I just want to get like one thing. Do I need to get a whole bakery bag for... Oh, maybe we should get like a little sampler. They got pain with chocolate, mini apple pastries, chocolate vanilla twist, brucha, dinner rolls. I'm gonna make my selection.
Later.
Alright y'all, we've arrived at every Italian's dream restaurant. It's a shame they don't have this over in Italy, even though it was invented there, I think. This is, 100% authentic Italian cooking. This Olive Garden Morehead sale. Only armed car officers can... What the heck? Alright, whatever. We are going to... Oh, let's get the door for these lads. Yeah, of course! We're gonna olive up this garden. Guys, we loaded up our plate at the Garden of Olives. You want to tell the vlog where we're going now?
Ulta. Fine Samson makeup.
Yeah, they're saying they're gonna beauty me up or whatever. I don't know what that means. But plan here, pop in the headphones, go la 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 la, can't hear you, and hope that we're not bankrupt by the end of the day. Holy cow. This is American capitalism at its finest. dear, oh dear. Last time I was in this place, I was like 8. I was very small.
Well, then why did you make us come in here if you don't like
Because I don't need anything here. It's her that needs stuff here.
Look at the nail
No,
polish.
you said you wanted to.
You said
You said you wanted to look at the nail polish. Don't let her fool you guys. She's easy at fooling you. Guys, I didn't think I'd find anything at this store, but they sell all sorts of tongs for like the grill and stuff. For patties and stuff with these. Like, look at this one. This one's fancy. This one's a little claw. That's interesting. And here there's more, grabbers for if you're cooking something or whatever. That's interesting. And here they got wind machines. It like the wind from outside. It simulates that. It's insane. Why is this woman so suavely using her toothbrush? Wonder if the toothbrush has any ulterior motives. In most scriptures, it is firmly said that God is technically genderless. So, whoever you are, you're wrong. This place here, guys, this is where I went to middle school. It's actually arranged like a giant square, if you could believe that. It was mediocre. I had some good times, some bad times. But COVID came during the time I was there, so I wasn't there that long, only about a month or so. So, yep. Alright, guys, say goodbye to Old Grands. We're going back on the road. Back on I-95. We're gonna make a quick stop at Lowe's. Then we're gonna get back on it. Go on the road to Oviedo.
London, Gatwick, JFK, Boston, Baltimore, to the American Visionary Art Museum, down the Appalachian Trail, to the suburbs.
Alright, guys, we passed St. Mary's River. We're back in the state of Florida. We're in Nassau County. Stopped at the rest area. We're back in the lands of the palm trees and the econ. We're on our way home. Look at here. Here's the map, guys. Let's show you all where we're going. That's right. Right there. That's where we're heading, guys. We're on our way. Back down. We're going to go down 95, then get on I-4. Experience the Florida difference. The only difference is humidity. So, and we have Publix. Oh, look at there. She got some maps and stuff because, we're real big tourists here. So, I think that's it for the vlog. Gonna wrap it up. We only got about 3 hours till home. She says 2. Knowing traffic, especially in Jacksonville, rush hour, that's gonna be 3. So, I'm putting up the hat up on this vlog. Thanks for joining the road trip. Thanks for checking out North Carolina, my home state. Hope you all had a good time. I really do not know how to do intros, so see ya.
Sounds like you're just driving around and getting drunk, and it's not like you're any good at blackjack either. You haven't won $1 since you've been here. I've seen casinos and the churches, the prisons and the shopping malls, the ballparks and the stadiums, the junk food drive-thrus, the fast cars and the tea bars, the broken traffic lights, the homeless and forgotten folk downtown late at night. And I've seen the foreign policy, the oily bloody hands. I've seen the police brutality sweep across the land. And if there's one thing that I've learned, is that $1 costs more than it's worth. I didn't come in here to win, I just came in for a drink.